Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back with Hanging with Scarcasm. We're doing some reactions to different things. Each of us, damn it. Um, Blue is in the building, Chase is in the building, and
Yep,
we're
yep, yep.
doing we're all bringing things to the table for the others to react to. What I chose is probably one of my favorite videos of all time, and it is Snarky Puppies Lingus from the We Like It Here album. Now Snarky Puppy is kind of like a jazz funk fusion. There's a lot of people in this band. Like there's drummers, percussionists, there's horns. Certain songs they actually have strings. There's guitars, keyboards, bass, or whatever. Like it's a lot of people in this band. And when they recorded this album, they recorded this in like one area where like all of the people who are there to listen are in the middle, and they all have on headphones. Everybody has on headphones, and they are EQing and doing all of this kind of stuff live.
Word.
So everyone can hear what everyone is doing here. And one thing, and they're going to mention this in the chat. When people get a hold of this, they're going to mention this in the chat. The drummer, Larnell Lewis, is a bad boy. Now, had an issue with the drummer that was previously going to be performing these. So Larnell, I think he had an issue with his passport. This was recorded overseas. And so they had to bring in Larnell Lewis to record these. Larnell Lewis learned all of these songs with the exception of like one or two on the plane ride to go across the ocean. He learned all of this on the way.
That's crazy, man.
And like they had like a couple of rehearsals, but it was pretty much go time when he got there. So from the drummer's perspective, you got somebody that's like kind of new to this and figuring everything out his way. But when I tell you Larnell Lewis is a bad boy, Larnell Lewis is a bad boy.
Well, yeah, but I will say that I've said this before. There's a really good video I'd like to do at some other time that is reminding me of this, because like when it comes to like a great musicianship, even if it's something simple like garage rock, which is pretty simple, like having a good drummer and a good bassist that can keep a song together, the guitarist and the keyboardist and everybody else, they could be like taking their guitars and like running it across the floor and it sound good if you have a good drummer. And you know what I mean?
Just raking the guitar on the carpet.
Yeah, you need a good drummer, and Larnell Lewis is one of the best out right now.
All right.
We're gonna get into a little bit more of his stuff later. Because I'm a big fan, and I think some of his stuff is absolutely amazing. But this is not about Larnell Lewis.
Okay.
This is about Corey Henry.
All right.
If you ever wanted to see someone go Super Saiyan on keyboards, this is the one for you. So, okay. So we're gonna go into Snarky Puppy's Lingus. I'm gonna stop it a couple of times. I kind of have an idea of where I want to stop it at, but man, listen. Just like what Chase brought to us in the first episode, this is music. There's no words. We'll get to another Snarky Puppy song with words, and it's phenomenal. But for this one, there's no words. Most of the music, there's no words. So, all right. So we're gonna get into it. This is what's that?
Yeah, your stuff was coming through, Chase.
Yeah, that TV or whatever is going on in the background is coming through.
I'll mute.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into it right now. This is these guys' reaction for the first time hearing Snarky Puppy's Lingus.
That bass getting down.
That is Michael Lee. He is the guy who wrote this song.
Oh. Them keys, man. I never seen so many nasty faces in the music room at once. You still muted, Scar. You still muted.
Wait till you see when the solo hits.
All right.
It's a different kind of face.
But I like that key change. Or that chord degression or regression.
All right, Chase, pause. Okay, so
Man.
so far this is just laying the foundation for what's about to come. So we're about to get some solos. It's a dueling solo between the saxophone and a trumpet. Now I believe the trumpet has a wah pedal. It makes this shit sound sound weird, but it like works. And like I said, the bass player Michael League is the guy who writes most of the music. And you know, he leaves spaces for them to do what they do as far as the solos and stuff go. And as I understand it, they record 3 of these.
Oh,
Then they
wow.
go with the best one.
Okay. Look, I can say, man. So, like I was telling before, like there's my keyboard in the back, right? The one with the little tiger cover on the back, right? But so I was sitting here listening, man, and yeah, this song is not an easy song. So for this drummer to pick it up on the way over, this is ridiculous because the measures aren't consistent. So
it's definitely polyrhythms.
Yeah, and so because I was counting, and there was like 5/4 in one measure, then it was like 4/4 in another measure, and then it was like 4/3 and I was like, what are we doing here? And it's just feels like it just keeps changing, and I'm waiting on it to settle into something. But I think the beauty is it doesn't have to settle, right? Yeah. It just keeps rocking.
It's one of those things to where if you got somebody who really knows what they're doing when they write this, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, you know, it's like, trust me. Like, right. I know that like your count is different than his. But if you do what I say,
it'll work.
It's all gonna land in the same place.
And that's why I'm saying when I was making the the little side comment about all of the nasty faces, because people are they're feeling what they're doing, but they're hearing what other people are doing, and they're like, yeah, I like that, even though they don't necessarily blend right now. You know what I mean? So
Chase. Awesome. All right. So, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's worth it.
Yeah, he in here.
Here is where everything changes. The whole song changes. And it's really gonna start off with mostly just the drummer and Corey Henry. I'm gonna tell you this. There's gonna be a gentleman on the side of Corey Henry making a bunch of faces. That guy, 6-time Grammy winner Sean Martin.
Wow.
When I tell you the faces that he makes, I'm just saying. Like,
no, I just want to see it. I can't wait.
All right, so like, I'm just telling you, when you say you saw stank faces before,
Stank. There's some stank in there,
bruh. It's about to go down. Like, if you've never seen anybody go Super Saiyan on some keyboards, this is now your time.
You have been warned, people.
You have been properly warned. Please do the thing.
It is.
Sean Martin right there beside him.
Oh, he playing on the keys too. He playing the drums on the keys. Hey, getting down.
Oh, it ain't got there yet.
No, they warming up. Look at his face.
I told you. Look at his left hand. He's backing up himself.
He's about to lose those headphones.
No, what you about to take him on? The drummer's not gonna lose his, but.
He just was like, whatever.
Right, he's playing the same thing on two hands.
That dude is quick.
Chase pause.
Listen. He said pause. Let alone that dude is playing on two different keyboards at the same time.
Playing on two different keyboards at the same time. But look, this is what I tried to explain this to somebody who doesn't know about music. Imagine playing the same thing on two different keyboards with two different hands. Remember,
ridiculous.
If you're like using like your thumb on one, it's your pinky on your other hand. So like you have to have the complete separation of where your fingers are in relation to your hand in order to understand how to like do that with two hands on two separate keyboards. Is like the most amazing thing ever. And guess what? It's not finished.
And listen.
He's gonna go back and forth, and he's gonna the horns are gonna play, and then he's gonna play, and they're gonna go back and forth until the end of the song. But my man ain't finished.
Listen, the manual dexterity required for this man to do what he is doing is absolutely asinine, y'all. Like, it is utterly ridiculous on a scale that is so hard for someone who's played keys for many years to even explain. Like, I can't even begin to describe how difficult that is.
The guy making the faces is a 6-time Grammy winner.
That dude just took his headphones off. He was like, "I'm done." Like, what else? He was like, "What else? I'm done. I'm done."
It's like, what? Why am I here?
He's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah. And also, if you ever watch the Kirk Franklin's Tiny Desk concert?
I heard of it. I never watched it.
What you call it? The guy making the faces is playing keys on that.
Oh, okay.
Playing keys with Kirk Franklin on that.
Man, that dude is look, this dude is over here killing it, y'all. Killing it.
Yeah, and I was muted before when I said this, but I'll say it again. You know, with Polyphia, it was all technicality. And I mean, I'm not to say that they don't have no rhythm and soul, but like, I need that. Like, it's hard to describe, man.
You only had like what Polyphia. You only really had what was going on with the drums that giving you some kind of like,
right.
I guess you would say the word is funkiness.
Uh-huh.
Like there was something going on with the drums that was a little bit on the funky side. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they got something going on here.
Well, I mean,
like you can like repeat like 2 or 3 notes like for 7 minutes straight and have a lot of soul in it, and then have like all these different notes and going all this thing and have no soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. So I think the term you may have been looking for, Chase, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that it had a backbone, right? So it had Polyphia had a back that you could rely on. It had a strong foundational rhythm that you could lean back to.
But what it didn't have was the groove.
Right. Yeah. Right, and like this here is more of a artistic experimentation.
Right, and
Is what they're doing right now.
that's my
called-
shit. It's like the experimentation is like everything to me versus like here's what I can do.
Right.
We call this jazz fusion.
Okay.
To make it easier to say.
Valid. Yeah, it's valid.
Jazz fusion. And I almost had a chance to see them around the time where I really started listening to their music and stuff like that. And really, the reason why I started listening to this band is because of marching bands. I was watching a tuba battle, and one of the tuba, it was Norfolk State and St. Aug. And St. Aug's tubas played a section of one of their songs called "Thing of Gold," and I really love that song. But they played a section of "Thing of Gold," and I was like, and I was in the chat, in the YouTube chat, like, what was that? Like, that sounds really interesting, and they told me that that's what it was, and that's when I started listening to their music. It was marching bands that led me here.
Word up. It's ridiculous, man.
I can't imagine what it's like to be in that room. You know what I mean?
Right. Just clowning. Just clowning. Hearing everything, man. Like,
I just can't imagine what it's like to be in that room that day and to witness that. I don't even know which of the three that is. I've heard one of the other solos. They came out with a DVD. And all of this is off of the DVD. Some of this is off of the DVD, but on the special features, they have one of the alternate takes of his solo, and it's completely different. It don't hit the same, but
okay.
You know what I mean. But it's completely different, and it's just like I have never seen someone go Super Saiyan on an instrument.
Yeah, I mean he was straight up clowning. Like it wasn't even close, man. Like he just, man, the speed at which that dude had to hit them notes, man, y'all don't even understand. And it's like his entire his entire riffs and glides and slides, like, man, if you listen to it, he didn't get one off note, bro. Like it was ridiculous.
He could play something completely different next time.
Yeah.
And it would still be fine because of that backbone, you know.
Yeah.
And okay, so as someone who's played drums before, keeping that rhythm during that solo, mostly with your foot.
Yeah. Doom 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 doom. That's hard, man.
Mostly with your foot, but also just holding that down. And I know there's another percussionist there. I can't remember that gentleman's name, but he's on some other stuff too. Another thing that I want to show you, I want to show y'all eventually. But also, as I played trumpet a little bit in middle school. I'm not saying that I was any good at it, but what the horns were doing was not easy.
They were going off, man.
None of this stuff was easy. None of this stuff was easy.
Oh, you play trumpet? Let's make a ska band.
I played trumpet in middle school. I don't think you getting the sound out of the trumpet right now.
Play some Goldfinger. Play some Superman.
I did. If I stayed in band, I probably would have ended up on the tuba because I think my lips were too big for. I mean, the way that I had to use my lips, my lips are too big, so I had to kind of pull my bottom lip in so that it could be a little bit even. When I played trumpet, it was a little bit weird, but I enjoyed playing trumpet, but I wasn't allowed to continue. But also as an office drummer, I've had drum set training, and
you might could do something with a reed, because then you don't have to like.
For the trumpet,
I've never tried a reed instrument. I did get one before, but I did have a saxophone. I found a saxophone in a storage unit before I gave it to my cousin, who was still in school at that point. He was still in the band at Norfolk State. And he was just trying to. He said he wanted to learn. So
please tell me you did that pre-COVID, because if you did that, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I ain't been in storage in a long time, so it's been cleaned and all that other stuff. Like no. We ain't out here just like putting our mouths on things.
That's the show title.
Putting our mouths on things. That's not how this goes. But yeah, man, none of that stuff was easy, and just the idea that, and now I really want to introduce y'all to William Bilal. I really want to do that. I think that's going to be something later. William Bilal is a young man who plays trombone, and when I tell you, I've never heard anyone play trombone like this, except for maybe his older brother. But he's still better. He's like this. They like him and his brother are like Venus and Serena when it comes to playing the trombone.
Okay.
The way that this dude kind of it's like sometimes you can say it's Super Saiyan. If I played a high school one, he seems like LeBron. Like he is really carrying his team. Like that kind of thing. So I think eventually I want to get into showing y'all some William Bilal, because that young man is talented on a level. I know people have tried to recreate his version of Black and Blues for a long time, and no one comes close. No one comes close. The only one that comes close is his brother, because his brother did it first. And he's obviously learned a lot from his brother, but yeah. So I think eventually I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on to some of that, because that's really great. But I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Snarky Puppy. It's good to see y'all react to this. So you know what I mean, like, because I love Snarky Puppy, man. Like, I can't tell you how much I really, really, really like this. Like, I really like this.
You've been talking about them for years, bro. Like years. I recall when you first got me on them. So it's like you've been talking about them for years.
Yeah, and I definitely checked out some, because you talked about them probably about the first time I started getting on the podcast, because I brought up funky stuff.
Yeah, because I've been on them for a long time. Like I said, it started with a marching band thing, and then I just kind of fell into a well, and like I ended up downloading a whole bunch of stuff, making a CD. I got a CD in my car, and like we don't even have CDs these days.
Who uses CDs now?
I got a full ass CD of my favorite songs on a fucking CD in my car right now.
Right now.
If I want to get it, I'm gonna get it. But yeah, I got a full on CD. They got a lot of good stuff, especially on this one, the We Like It Here album. There's a bunch of good stuff, but I know later on we're gonna get into some more Larnell Lewis, the drummer. because he has 2 Drumeo videos that are really good. One of them, he listens to a song without a drum track for the first time. Then he creates his own drum track and he plays along to the song.
Nice.
Like what he does is like, yo.
Mm.
And then there's another one where he hears Inner Sandman for the first time, Inner Sandman by Metallica,
Yeah.
and tries to recreate that.
Oh, that should be interesting. If he's never heard it, yeah, that should be real interesting.
And let's be honest, I think his track is better than Lars. It's better than Lars. That Lars is kind of a laughing stock in the drum community in general.
Okay.
But I think his version of Inner Sandman in the drums is better than Lars. But it adds a little bit more. It adds a little bit more kind of funk to it, and it's not quite as metal. But I still really like it a whole lot better.
Okay, word up.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We're gonna be back. We're about to get into some more things. We're recording a few things on this same day, and then we're gonna release these at different times. So stay tuned to Hanging with Scarcasm, and we're gonna get back to y'all with some more reactions. So,
Later.
Show. Peace out.